we erroneously use success as a major yardstick to measure spiritual progress and faith in God. Meaning, if you saw me come in with a designer wear from head to toe and then come out of a very luxurious house, eating some sumptuous meal with a nice car and an entourage of people, most likely the idea that picture sells to many people is that you must have a wonderful relationship with Jesus and your faith must be strong. And sometimes as preachers, we have mistaken that, and then we've made it look like once you are successful, having physical expressions of the success, it means automatically that your spiritual life is fine and your faith in God is great. So for many people, their idea of faith is not to learn the rudiments of the kingdom, is to just make life work. Once I have a job, I'm a director, I have a great car, I can travel around the world, I step into a realm of priority living, immediately I can deceive myself and I can be beguiled that my spiritual life is fine and healthy. Are we together? And that my faith is strong. So every time we're talking about faith, the man who has a lot of money, for instance, the man who has a great position, the man who has access, nods his head believing that we are mentioning colleagues, and sometimes he may have nothing to do with that. You see the mistake now? So there are many people who do not know God, honestly, but have certain expressions of success, particularly material blessings. And sometimes we deceive them, or they get deceived themselves into believing that because they have the presence of abundant expressions of success, it then means that their relationship with God must be accurate and that their faith is strong. It's not always so. If it were so, the rich man would not be called a fool. The Bible called the man rich fool. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know anything about wealth, wealth is a product of wisdom. But here the Bible combines wealth, riches, and foolishness. That a man can be a rich fool. He's rich, he's young. Most people are rich, then they are old, then they don't have influence. But here is a man in the Bible who has wealth, has time, and has influence. And it comes to Jesus, and he says, "Good master, what must I do to be saved?" And Jesus said, "Really, young man, you call me good? Nobody is good except God." And he says, "Okay, do this, this, and that." He said, "I've done all of this." He says, "Go and sell everything you have, take up your cross and follow me." The Bible says the man left with pain in his heart because he had a lot of money. Great possessions, the Bible says.